And into the stretch. It's post time. Here they come. Good looking start. They're off and trotting. First away down the center, fires out Armelina. Tandem Hanover bubbled over and made a break. Tandem Hanover is off stride. So a wall of trotters for who wants the front. Inside, French Champagne. Outside is Armelina. In at the railway third is Sambuca Hanover. Out there from in fourth trots up Drawn Impression. Cold Snaps took back into fifth. And Tandem Hanover's in reset mode way back sixth. So they travel over to the quarter. Here's Armelina to surge to the top in 28-1. Parked out pressing comes the favorite Drawn Impression now. And Drawn Impression presses the pedal on the way to 3/8. Armelina will release that one and sit second. French Champagne third. Then it's Sambuca Hanover fourth inside. Cold Snaps fifth as the field marches up towards the midway point. So relatively sensible first quarter of 28-1, and the half should be the same. Drawn Impression leads the way comfortably in front, just over a length clear. Halftime is reached 57-1. That was a 29-second split. Into the far turn they go. Drawn Impression leads the way, says catch me if you can, girls. Armelina second. French Champagne is third. Sambuca Hanover Cold Snaps is right there with them from in fifth. 3/8 remains. Drawn Impression the leader by a length. Armelina stalks intently from second. French Champagne starts to angle out from in third. Then inside Sambuca Hanover Cold Snap swings out to try and catch up to cover from in fifth. Down to 3/4 they go. Chasing Drawn Impression, who puts up that third post of 125-4. And it's Drawn Impression leaking slightly off the rail as they come into the stretch. Drawn Impression still there. Here up the inside comes Armelina. Armelina's got the real estate. Does she have the get up and go? Armelina closing at Drawn Impression. Drawn Impression is still there. Drawn Impression on the outside wins the first Elegant Image elimination over Armelina, then French Champagne. Mile time 1:52-2.
Well, I mean, it was a sprint to the finish. We kind of expected it would go like this. And I know early on, here in studio, Randy, I was saying, well, Drawn Impression, she's taking some air to get there, but you weren't concerned. 28-1 opening quarter.
No, it was the second eighth was the tell time. The first eighth and 13-2.
And it's Drawn Impression leaking slightly off the rail as they come into the stretch. Drawn Impression still there. Here up the inside comes Armelina. Armelina's got the real estate. Does she have the get up and go? Armelina closing at Drawn Impression. Drawn Impression is still there. Drawn Impression on the outside wins the first Elegant Image elimination over Armelina, then French Champagne. Mile time 1:52-2. Drawn Impression back to victory lane. Third win this year from 7 tries for the Muscle Hill filly out of the Cadaver mare, Modicon Hanover. Big couple of nights for that trotting broodmare, who's one of the pillars of Luke Blais's success from over the years. Serge Godin's determination, stable of...
Drawn Impression captures this first Elegant Image elimination. I'm here with winning driver Louis-Philippe Bois. Louis, top of the lane, she starts to drift a little bit. Was that uncharacteristic of her?
I mean, she's geared so that she doesn't run in the turn. So most of the horse here in the long stretch, when they get out of the turn, they start drifting out a little bit. And we were just trotting the last 3:16. I would say they were really trotting those two fillies. So. I mean, it was just a battle of sprinter, I would say there.
Now just kind of talk about your mentality going into this elimination, right? A 6-horse field. She's proven to be handy over the last couple of starts. Did that factor into your decision about wanting to be aggressive off the gate?
Well, I mean, you always have in mind that next week they're gonna race in the final for 350 or whatever. So you just don't want to get into a battle and get them tired in a way that next week they might not have the same pop, So I think every driver they pretty much go there with that in mind. So I had to cut the mile. It doesn't matter to my filly; she can do whatever she wants. But we're getting pretty soft fraction, so it just makes you optimistic for next week.
Now that I have you here, I'm going to ask you about a couple other drives that you have this evening. Emoji Hanover in the next race. She did make a miscue in the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes final at Pocono. She hasn't shown too many breaks as of late. Louis, what happened behind the gate there?
Like even Luke and I were asking each other. I couldn't even tell what she like you said. It's uncharacteristic for her. She never even put a bad step, whatever, before. It just felt like it was one bad step. I hope it was just a one-time thing. Because then after she was trotting fine. She's always been trotting pretty good. I mean, I would be lying if I tell you I know what happened there.
Now, how about private access? I know you didn't get a chance to sit behind him at Pocono in his most recent start, but he did qualify and he does show up here on Lasix. Can you provide any insight on that?
Yeah, I haven't sat behind him that much lately. I believe. I think we might have I might have schooled him or trained him a few weeks ago. Luke would probably be better than me to answer that question, but I've always really liked the horse. I mean, I know there's in that race the Island Kismet that. I mean, he's proved lately that he's the one to beat, I would say. So, especially from the rail, I think we're going there, hoping more for a spot in the final. And if you surprise us, well, that's even better.
Well, we look forward to watching Drawn Impression next week, Louis. Best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, there's Drawn Impression, Louis Philippois, and determination who get it done here in this first Elegant Image elimination.